reaction, y'all. Reaction comedy. Comedy, reaction, comedy, reaction. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Reaction to Comedy. I'm your host, Magic Leb. You can follow me on my YouTube at Magic and Dairy, and you can also follow me on my Instagram page at Fame Film Agency and Fame's Comedy Spot BH. Sorry, I don't sound too enthusiastic today because it's been a bad month. It's been a bad month. I'm not just talking about the atrocities that's happening in Gaza with thousands of innocent people dying. It's one of the reasons why I just took a little break. And I've been saddened by what's been going on. And today I found out some more bad news that we lost Andre Braugher, a fantastic actor. And this episode of Reaction to Comedy is a tribute to him as an actor and how well he did in comedy. The first time I saw Andre Braugher is I was a kid. The first time I saw him in a movie was the movie Glory with Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, and Morgan Freeman. And he was one of the actors. He wasn't part of the main cast, but he still played a very pivotal role. And I remember him in that movie very well. I mean, he gave an amazing performance. The man could cry on cue. I mean, that's a talent that many people do not have. One of the greatest actresses that used to cry on cue was Demi Moore. I remember seeing an interview about her that she could make a tear come down from either eye one at a time. I mean, that's how much she could control her cries. But going back to Andre, he was also in Primal Fear, City of Angels. He did a quite number of work. I mean, he had 11 nominations and won 2 Primetime Emmys. He got nominated for a Golden Globe a couple of times. Most of his work has always been drama. He was on that show Homicide for God knows how many years, I think 10 or 11 years. He was on that show. And when Brooklyn Nine-Nine came out, I was surprised that he was in it. Because he had never done much of comedy before. So this was going to be interesting. I mean, the reason why I got into Brooklyn Nine-Nine, don't get me wrong, Andy Samberg is hilarious. Terry Crews is always fun to watch. But honestly, I just watched the first episode because I wanted to see how Andre was going to do in a comedy show. Many actors have said what I'm about to say right now. Many actors have said that doing comedy is a lot more difficult than doing drama. And this is coming from actors who've done drama most of their lives, And when they do comedy, it's hard. Like De Niro said, doing comedy is a lot more difficult than doing drama. And he's been in a lot of dramatic films, And Steve Martin said the same thing. A lot of comedic actors and serious actors have said the same thing. So I really wanted to see how Andre can bring it in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, especially to star opposite Andy Samberg. The age difference alone is probably 25 to 30 years, if not more. And they had a chemistry in that show that was undeniable, It was as strong as the chemistry that Zach Braff and Donald Faison had in Scrubs. You know what I mean? But they had a different type of chemistry because of I think the age difference. You can tell they were both learning from each other. Like Andy Samberg's character idealizes Captain Holt. He respects Captain Holt, and he sees him as a father figure. But you can't help but feel maybe that was real, off screen as well. Maybe they had a similar relationship on screen as they did off screen, because obviously Andre could learn a lot from Andy's humor because Andy started out as a comedian. And at the same time, Andy can learn from the past experience of Andre's acting in drama, his experience that he had in the movies that he's been in. So I'm sure probably the reason why Brooklyn Nine-Nine was so successful. Not just because it was written well, fantastic cast, put together nicely, and the show was successful. And I think it could have probably gone on another season or two, but at the end, you're gonna have to call it quits sooner or later. So what we're about to do now, as a reaction to comedy, paying tribute to Andre Braugher, is to see a few clips of him, the 10 funniest Captain Holt moments. I just picked this out in random. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I've seen the entire show from the first to the 8th season, and I just selected this because I wanted to react to it because I've seen all of them, but I haven't seen these 10 clips, but I've seen the show, if you know what I mean. So just join me as part of the tribute to react to Andre Braugher's 10 funniest Captain Holt moments in the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
This new guy's gonna be another washed-up pencil pusher who's only concerned with following every rule in the patrol guide. Meet Morp Zeke. Robot captain engaged.
Is that what you think?
Hey!
Oh, there he is.
New captain alert.
That's from the first
you must
episode.
be the new CEO. I'm Detective Jake Peralta. Great to meet you.
No, don't let me interrupt. You were describing what kind of person I'm going to be. I'd like you to finish.
It's not necessary. Or I could recap very quickly, sure. Let's see. I think I said some joke about being a washed-up pencil pusher.
Now do the robot voice. The robot voice you were doing when you implied I'm a rule-following robot. I want to hear it again.
Meet more sharp robot.
That's a terrible robot voice.
Yeah.
The next time I see you, I'd like you to be wearing a necktie.
It's amazing. Like it feels like he's just playing himself. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like it feels like he's not even acting. He's just being Andre. Because he's always been such a serious actor, and with not much comedy background. And they put him in a comedy situation. I think that's why it works so well. He was so strict and direct, while Peralta, Andy Samberg's character, is all he's all over the place. He's floofy, he's immature, he's sarcastic. He doesn't miss an opportunity to make fun of anything or anyone. And Captain Holt always calls him on it. I think that's probably what made the show extra funny. Taking somebody that's so serious, it's like the Odd Couple. How do you say? It's like the example of the Odd Couple. How they're two opposite people and they create that kind of comedy.
Oh, actually, the last captain didn't care if we wore ties.
Well, your new captain does. And more importantly, he cares that you follow his direct orders. Everyone, I'm your new commanding officer, Captain Ray Holt.
Speech!
That was my speech.
Short and sweet.
Captain Holt eating a marshmallow for the very first time.
What is this glutinous monstrosity before me?
The sugar in this is quite sweet.
That's your Holt impression?
I can hear him doing that.
Looks like a sticky pillow.
I don't care for it. Classical music.
What's going on here? What are you doing?
Captain, hey, nothing, just eating some marshmallows. Care for one?
Marshmallow.
I knew it!
Are you trying to Monty Hall me? It's unbelievable. I don't need Monty Hall ruining my place of work when Monty Hall has already ruined my home life.
Come on, sir. The math thing isn't the problem. Night shift's keeping you and Kevin apart. You two just need a bone.
What did you say?
Don't say it again.
I said you two need a bone.
How
dare you, Detective Diaz? I am your superior officer! Bone! What happens in my bedroom, Detective, is none of your business. Bone! Don't ever speak to me like that again.
Why did you do that?
Dude was pent up. Now he knows. Problem solved.
Oh, Captain, I know you don't want to talk about Monty Hall, but I did contact a math professor.
No need, Santiago. It's all good.
So the fight with Kevin is over?
Yep.
Because you understand the math now?
Nope.
Because you guys
Yep.
knew it.
We got boned.
See, what happened is your dad had sex.
Okay, Rosa.
Attention, everyone. I can hear you speculating about the nature and origin of my injury from my office. I tripped over an uneven sidewalk. I did not think it was relevant to your jobs, the jobs which you should all be doing right now. Get to work. Do you want to know how I actually hurt my wrist?
Yes.
I was hula hooping. Kevin and I attended class for fitness and for fun.
Oh my God.
I mastered all the moves. The pizza toss, the tornado, the scorpion, the oopsie doodle.
Why are you telling me this?
Because no
No
one
one will believe you.
will ever believe it.
You sick son of a bitch.
I'm happy. Our drug task force was a success, and today I get to watch my nemesis, Madeline Wunsch, drape a medal around my neck.
Oh, Colt got him good in that one.
Yeah, sure, that's good too. So, I've been planning how to zing Madeline when she puts the medal on. I have the perfect line. Wunsch time is over. So, it's a play on lunchtime.
Yes, devastating burn, sir. But you know what would really show her is if you said nothing at all.
Oh, interesting, interesting. Let Madeline know she's not even worth my staying up all night crafting zingers.
Lunchtime took you all night?
Trust me, turn the other cheek. Which I recently learned is about faces and not butts. But works either way.
Yes. I should be the bigger person. It shouldn't be hard, given that Madeline's not technically a person.
For meritorious service, the NYPD bestows this award on Detectives Rosa Diaz, Jake Peralta, and Captain Raymond Holt. Raymond,
Madeline,
you won. Go ahead and gloat, you toad.
thank you for this honor, Deputy Chief.
Oh. Okay. You're welcome.
Kieran Cedric was very good in the show.
Boom, did it! Had it both ways. No regrets. Peralta, are you eating an Italian sub for breakfast?
I am, but Amy said I should eat more veggies, so I got extra pepperoncini. Smart.
Excuse me. You need to watch yourself.
I'm sorry. Cop.
All right, let's everybody just stay calm here.
Oh, what? Are you gonna arrest me for dancing?
You call that dancing? This is dancing.
What is happening?
I'm diffusing the situation.
Dancing Captain. Capture image of a lifetime. Oh, why is my phone always dead? I paid $13 for it. Don't worry.
I paid $13 for it.
Oh, my hands are covered in butter from making butter.
I'm on it. Must record. Must record. Camera on. All right, here we go.
Dancing over. Situation diffused.
That was a good opening.
It's a great picture, sir.
I hate it.
Me too. So, I have an eyewitness in the person at your case. Only problem is the sketch artist is out sick. How do you want me to proceed?
Figure it out, Santiago. It's your case.
Yes, I will do that. Thank you.
Are you bowing?
No. This is how I walk.
What do you need, Quasimodo? I gotta go meet Boyle and Peralta.
Is there something wrong with the captain? It seems like he's in a bad mood.
I don't know. Who could tell? You alright, Captain? Tough weekend?
I went to Barbados with my husband. We wove hats out of palm fronds and swam with the stingrays. I've never been happier.
It's like he shows no emotion whatsoever. It's always
Now
strict.
you're really good at doodling.
I know you think you're complimenting me, but calling them doodles is an insult. You a big fan of Picasso's doodles?
Sorry. Can you please draw a prep for me? The sketch artist is out sick and the captain wants this done right away. He's in a bad mood.
Is he? I can never read him.
You look chipper, Captain. You have a fun weekend? There was a small fire in my home. I lost many photo albums of treasured memories. I'm devastated.
Is there a problem?
Yeah. You know how I've been defying all expectations by going back to school?
I always knew you had it in you.
Can't you just be blown away by me? I need someone to take this personality test for my psych class. I was hoping to wow my professor with a genuine psycho, like Amy or Hitchcock or Charles would be great.
I'm not a psycho, but I could take your test.
That would be awesome. I do need to warn you that the results can be a little unflattering.
It's okay. I'm no stranger to unflattering test results.
Your blood pressure's normal. Normal? Take it again. I'm not afraid to have my flaws exposed. Just to be clear, though, it is possible to get a result that shows no flaws?
I guess.
Good. Good. Can't wait to begin. Yeah,
I just wanted to thank you for all your help yesterday.
I didn't do much. There was nothing. Good day.
What's going on?
Just very busy. Get back to work.
Wait, what do you have in there?
A balloon arch.
Oh my god, Captain. She is magnificent.
Vindication!
9:01. Amy Santiago is officially late for the first time ever. All right, let's do this. Who's got theories?
Alarm didn't go off.
All 3 alarms, all with battery backup? Come on, who wants to take this seriously?
Ooh, she was taken in her sleep.
That's what I'm talking about. Super dark, Boyle, but way more plausible than Sarge's idiotic alarm clock theory.
I bet she tucked herself into bed too tight and got stuck.
Maybe she fell into another dimension where she's interesting.
It's 9 a.m. Why is no one working?
Amy Santiago is a few minutes late, and we're all trying to guess why.
I like to play. I'd say she's in line at the bank. This is fun.
It is fun, but you're all wrong.
It's so
she clearly
sweet.
slipped through a subway grate and is having terrible sex with a mole man. There she is, Amy. Where have you been? We've been worried sick. Do you care to explain yourself?
I'm just 70 seconds late. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
Santiago, you will tell us, and you will tell us now.
There was a problem at the bank.
Hot damn!
You know, there was something so sweet about Captain Holt's character as well, the character of Captain Holt, and how well Andre played him. Even though Andre was never a comedian, he didn't do any stand-up, or he didn't do much of comedy at all, his contribution to comedy, and at least in a successful show like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it really shows. I think comedy really shows who you are and how you are as a person. It really does, because there's something about comedy that really opens you up. I mean, one of the reasons why I got into it, and I know I'm not famous, and one day I hope to be. I don't know, who knows. But the way I got into comedy, and I was always a funny kid. That's the thing. I was always funny in school and everything. It should have hit me sooner that I should have pursued it at a much younger age. But the reason why I got to comedy is I had lost my job. My wife wanted a divorce. I had to sell my place, give her half. But this happened during at least a year before the whole COVID thing. So while we were selling the place and everything like that, you know, she found a place to stay because she had a boyfriend or whatever, and I had to I didn't have money at the time. I was waiting for the sale to go through, so I had no money. All of my friends were overseas. I lived in the streets for like a week and a half. I had lost so much, and I just saw an ad that there was a club doing open mic, and this open mic said, if you do an open mic, we'll give you a free dinner. And I was like, yay, free dinner, you know, because I haven't eaten in a while. So I went, and I've been wanting to do stand-up for so long, and when I did, it was not only therapeutic, but I was remarkably, surprisingly successful. I had a little standing ovation happening. And then I went again and again and again. And slowly I got back on my feet, and I realized this is what I really want to do. Because I believe they say misery loves company. I think misery needs comedy because a lot of comedians go through depression, and I think depression makes the greatest comedian. It makes the best of them at least. It brings something out of them. I'm not saying Andre was probably a person that suffered that kind of depression, but but I just loved how a serious actor like Andre can do a comedy and do it well. He does it flawlessly. It was amazing. You know what I mean? It's like when I saw Al Pacino in that Adam Sandler film, Jack and Jill or whatever. It wasn't that great of a film, but I loved how different Al Pacino's character was in doing comedy. Completely changed. You know what I mean? And he did that coffee commercial when he was singing and dancing. I thought that was kind of funny. And it was good to see that kind of side of him because you're always used to seeing him doing serious stuff. But again, coming back to Andre Braugher, he will sorely be missed. It was like a huge punch to the chest when I read about it today. I can only imagine what his fellow co-stars would say about him, what Andy Samberg, Terry Crews, and the rest of the cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine would have to say about him, because I'm sure they're taking it very hard after working with him for 8 years. Not only did he do well in comedy, but he left a footprint in the history of cinema. Being in some fantastic films like Glory. Glory was an amazing war film, and it was very touching, and his performance is very remembered. And along with even though it wasn't a huge role, but his role was still very, very impactful in Primal Fear, City of Angels, and all the other work he's done. I'm sorry, I'm kind of losing words here because I'm still very saddened about this whole thing. My heart goes out to his family and his friends, and I know that he was a genuine person. I've seen him in interviews and everything. He was a genuine dude, full of compassion. He was logical. He was intelligent, insightful. So many stories this man can tell with his past history, and he will be missed. He will be missed. Sorry, I don't want to drag any longer. I don't want to bore you guys, but thank you for joining me for this particular episode of Reaction to Comedy, where we pay tribute to Andre Braugher, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, reaction, y'all. Reaction comedy. Comedy, reaction, comedy, reaction. Yeah, I know you guys got my back. I'm more terrified of that white guy over there.